I'm at East Cliff today, and look at the sea. Much better than it's been lately. Actually, quite rough over there as well. There's seaweed everywhere, which isn't a great sign, but hopefully this the high tide is above 5 meters, and then combined with the roughness of this sea should mean that the section I like will be much better today. Because it was decent yesterday when I walked back through from Saltwick. People had been searching it all day, and I still managed to pick up quite a few ammonites from there. So, get round the corner and we'll see. Well, it's looking much better here today. This is how it's normally supposed to look. Now, remember this bit. No, it's nothing. But, oh, I did pick this up. This isn't gonna. I don't think this is all gonna be in there. But I'll take it anyway because it's quite nice. It's quite nice looking. But remember, I showed you guys this bit before, where I said where my foot was on this, and now that's all down there, and that's up to my just above my knee. But that's how much sand was accumulated here. It's definitely back to how it's supposed to be, which is why I could usually spend an hour or two looking through all of this. But found a couple of nodules here. This one's very round. This one's one of the nice large ones. When they have something in them, it's usually a pseudo or a hildy. And then someone's hit this one. They've given up. But look how much room is left in there. Now, there's a bunch of loose shale slabs over that way, with a bunch of nodules sticking out. So I'm going to go chisel all those out. Remember, if it's loose, you can have a go at it. If it's still attached to the cliff or the bedrock, you're not allowed. Because yesterday, when I was walking from Saltwick down here into East Cliff, there were a group of like 7, 4 children, 3 adults, just hammering away at the cliff, like actually making a dent in it, and they're going to get those kids killed. So please do not hammer the cliff or the bedrock. It's incredibly dangerous. I'm going to go gather those nodules. Alright, I got those nodules out. This one's a bit too small, but that got it anyway. This one's a good size, and then this one had one showing, if I can remember where it is. Yeah, right there. So, let me reiterate. I often see people hammering there. You are going to find more fossils loose on the ground in nodules or exposed than you will ever find hammering in the cliffs. It's not worth doing. So don't hammer the cliffs, because you're going to get yourself killed, you're going to get other people killed, and then you're also accelerating the erosion of the cliffs, and you're going to make it harder for people to come here to actually want to pay attention to the rules and preserve the environment. So please follow the rules. I'm heading over to the end bay now. Sorry I didn't record all the nodules I found live. I found a few things, most of them broke, but they're repairable. I'll show you them when I get to the end bay. Had people trying to play a game of fossil leapfrog with me. They arrive after me, they get just ahead of me, and then they slow right down, and then when I move forward, they move forward. I don't know why people do it. If you somehow recognize me on the beach, maybe from my gloves or other bits of clothing you've seen, I'll happily share a bay with you. Just have some courtesy. Just give people room, and don't do the thing where you constantly just try to stay just one step ahead of them. It's quite rude, because there's plenty of beach for people to search. And this is some deep seaweed. You have to sit very carefully through this because you don't know what's below it. And then it's really slippery when it's on top of shale. So I'm going to stop recording and make my way over. Just looking around this bit, and there's that blown out there. But then I spotted that over there, and that looks nice. Yep, that'll all be in there, and that's a good one. Can't complain with ones of that quality. Right, I've arrived at the end bay. Gonna have a look around. Then I'll show you what I find as I find it, and then I'll do a roundup of things I neglected to show because of people hassling me. Speaking of hassling, the seagulls are not very happy again today, because at the beginning of June is when they start having their chicks, so they get very defensive. But I've never actually had one hit me. They just swoop down at your head, and if you look at them, they don't do it. But yeah, have a look at that bit, and that bit, and see what I can find. I can already tell this one's going to be a disappointment. Yep, completely missing most of the outer well. Looks like this one was originally missing entirely, and then this bit broke off. You could still get a middle out of that if you wanted to. Now, that one's looking a bit better. Yep. Don't know if it should be there. There's more than enough room for it to be still in the rock. Yeah. Oh, look. There's another little damaged one there, but most of that's still there as well. So, nice little double. Just picked this one up. It's missing an outer well, but knocked it off. It's still got a nice medium-sized one. Yeah, that'll be nice. Just picked up this one. Bottom keel's there, mouth border's there, so that's all in there. And I think I see one over there. I don't know if that's sand or not. I'll go check. No, there is one. There's a keel. I can't tell if that's completely crushed or not. Often these pirate skin ones are crushed, but it looks like it might be 3D. Yeah, I'll take that. A bit of advice is when you're looking around, make sure to backtrack and turn around every so often, because I didn't see this on the way down there, but on the way back I have seen it. Sometimes you just need a new perspective. It's a bit damaged there, but it should be a nice one otherwise. Yeah, nice shell preservation on this one. And again, backtracking is king. You got one there. When I was going down here, I didn't see that, but because more of the keel is exposed from this angle, I see it, and that's a great one. Bit crushy, but otherwise it's excellent. Very happy with that one. Another one I didn't initially see. Outer well missing a chunk, but still it's worth taking. It's not blown out because you can see the inner wells there. I'm not really into the geology side of things. My interest lies in fossils, but that's a really lovely rock. Does anyone know what kind of rock that is? I'm going to keep that. It's nice and beach polished, and I can give it a finer grit and make it shine. Yeah, that's really nice. I've never seen one like this before. So if anyone knows what this is, please tell me. I was working through the nodules I found and completely ruined this. Looks to just be a deck, but I mean, that's not going to repair. Too much of it is flaked away and disintegrated. I'll give it another hit, see if there's another one in there, because there's room. But that one's a lost cause, I can't repair that. So this section here has been quite productive. I hit this one and revealed this. This is a nice looking stone. It doesn't look as nice now that it's not wet, but I can make it shine like that all the time if I give it a good polish. But yeah, quite productive in this little area. Yeah, can't complain with finding that much stuff, even if some of it's not completely perfect. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ammonites in one area. Been searching amongst the rocks here, and Look at that. That's chunky. That's got to be a Cataclossaurus, or I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. Cataclossaurus. Sorry, I've only read these things in books, so I'm not sure about the pronunciation. That's too chunky to be a dak. It's a bit too chunky to be a Perinoceros as well. So that's got to be a cat. Let me know if I'm wrong, because I don't find many resources online. I've only found books about these things, so I would like other people's knowledge on and input on these things. I'm not afraid of correction. Well, there's definitely a lot of stuff hidden because of all the sand. So I found loads. Let me sort through this. Oh, that one. I think that's a Perinoceros. It's going to be a really nice one because it's got the pyrite sheen on it. I found this as it is. I don't know if someone's hit that or that cracked when it came up the cliff, but that's another good one. And this one's a bit crushy, but still, it might be nice under there. There's anything in this. Yep, there's a little section of keel there. I'm gonna pause this and then sort them out off camera. Here's all the nodules for hitting. Here's the ones you've seen. I left this here. I found it before. I left this here months ago, and I left it on a rock for someone. No one's taken it, and I found it again, so I'm gonna take it. And then got this nice one. This one, there's a very faint bit of keel there, and then this one has a worn down bit, and then this, it looks like a keel, but I'm pretty sure that's just a bivalve, so this is going into the hitting pile. Well, that's gone horribly. I've only gone and destroyed a Hildy. Nice golden one. It's a bit rough, but I wish I had a tripod. That fits together pretty seamlessly, and then this bit fits together quite well. I'm going to repair that. It's too nice to not try and repair, even if it's broken horribly. Yeah, that's almost seamless. That should be fine. Another terrible split. It's gone straight through the middle, very calcified. I tried to hit these as gently as I can and just gently tap them open, but it doesn't work out most of the time. But I wouldn't have known there's something in there unless I hit it. And I'm not going to carry home a bunch of potentially empty rocks. That's too far gone to attempt repairs, even though it is a nice big one. See how it fits together. Yeah, there's too many gaps in that. Although, I don't think it's worth doing, because I'm tempted to have it done from that side. My bag's not too heavy. I'll see. If my bag gets too heavy, I'll leave it behind. No, at least this one's gone okay. I've lost a chunk there, but chunks in here, and it's a clean break. Yeah, that should very nice shell preservation on that. Yeah, that should be a good one once it's repaired and prepped. Yeah, that's all of the nodules worked through. I need to get the stuff I haven't shown out of my bag and then go through that as well, because I've got some unhit nodules there as well. There's all the stuff I've already shown. There's quite a bit today. And here's the nodules that I just stuffed straight into my bag, and then here's the broken stuff. I have no idea what this is. It's a big section of flat looking shell. No idea what it is. Then some of these are broken in half. I'll repair all of these because I find it really hard to leave broken fossils behind unless they're completely irredeemable. Well, hopefully this is a double. I'll work through these. All of them are empty. Coprolite or mud in there, probably coprolite in there, fragment going in there. So nothing worth worrying about. I'm heading back now. If you can estimate weight by sight, you might imagine that my bag is quite heavy from all the stuff I found. But heavy bag is a good day. Well, there's just a little mini fall over there, but I'm going to have a more thorough look at the first bay, where you find all the good big nodules that break quite easily, and then I'm going to head home. Hopefully find a few more bits on the way back, but not too many, because when the bag's heavy, it's carrying it's fine, taking it on and off repeatedly is where the trouble starts. Might have a rummage around this bay. I don't often stop at this bay. This is where I found my, don't know if you've seen my earlier videos, but I found a big Phylloceras here. It doesn't have a shell, but it was, I mean, it's still a dinner plate sized Phylloceras. But yeah, you should always check places you don't frequent that often to see if anything's changed. You never know what you'll find. It's not great, but I'd say that makes coming over here worth it. It's worn, but it'll all be in there. Right, I'm on my way out now. I found a little worn down hildy. It's damaged, but it's gonna have to be done from this side, because this side's almost completely worn. And they've got this